Welcome back. James is here with Media Watch, and am I glad to see him? Let's put it that way. James, 7 billion people now live in this world. Our platter tonight's a little bit empty, just you and me, but maybe we can move some people in.
Right.
How reliable is this figure?
Well, let's have a look at some of the things I've been looking at online. You've got all of these counters, these websites saying, 7 billion and counting, 7 billion, 30 million, 960 or 30,000, whatever it is. So you've got all these counters, but really, how reliable are they? And in fact, that it's a UN figure. They picked a symbolic date today for the birth of the 7 billionth person on Earth, and that figure apparently has been disputed between the Philippines, between India, between Russia, and it's a little bit ridiculous because actually it's a total estimation, and that UN figure is out, but it has a margin of error of between 1 and 2%. Which translates to 6 months in time. So it could have been 6 months ago, it could be in 6 months' time. And it also translates to some 56 million people. So actually, that baby who was symbolically the 7 billionth baby could be the 7 billion 56 millionth baby, or the 6 billion 944 millionth baby, or anything in between. So it's a bit ridiculous, and it was just a way of, I suppose, drawing attention to that population, which is continuing to rise. And there's been a huge amount of coverage of it in the media today. You can see this article in The Guardian saying, stemming population growth is a cheap way to limit climate change. That's one sort of angle that's out there, saying that, it's important to limit population growth through family planning, because that's actually one of the big factors in the greenhouse effect. Let's have a look at this video as well. This is on the National Geographic website, and they're saying, look, while there's a lot of scary figures out there, the whole issue of space, 7 billion people taking up a lot of space, isn't really the issue at the end of the day. Let's have a look.
Seven billion of us would fill Los Angeles. That's quite an interesting thing.
So you'd think there'd be no space for 7 billion people. Actually, condensed together doesn't take up a lot of space. It's how you divide, I suppose, the resources of the planet between those 7 billion. That's what the real issue is.
That's what it boils down to, isn't it?
Absolutely. Now, a lot of international organisations have been tweeting on this today, trying to bring up various aspects of this. The World Food Programme, 2 billion people using the internet, 1 billion people hungry. We think those numbers add up to a solution. So they're pointing out that internet users made aware of the problems could perhaps contribute to ending them. Also, UNESCO pointing out that a lot of that 7 billion is people between the ages of 10 and 24. The opportunity to realise youth's great potential must be seized now. But the 31st of October is also known globally for another reason, and that is lots of stupid costumes, lots of treats and sweets.
Trick or treat in the States. Yeah.
Exactly. Halloween. And now look what one person has been saying as regards all that. And in this particular tweet, if I could bring it up, they're pointing out that Halloween is to take in it's going to take in $7 billion in retail in the US. That's a bizarre coincidence. The day that the population supposedly reached 7 billion.
It's $1 for each of us.
Right. And as one very intelligent person pointed out, well, imagine if we decided to spend that money, that 7 billion, on things other than candy, I suppose. And another person saying, well, 7 billion people today, I don't think I'm going to have enough Halloween treats. They probably won't be all calling to your house. I wouldn't worry about it too much. So there you go. There's a lot of comments on that particularly bizarre coincidence, I thought, of the population reaching 7 billion and also $7 billion being spent on Halloween on the same day.
Okay, well, I thought you'd have been here in a Halloween outfit, but
Right. Well, I'm all in black.
He always looks smart, James. He always looks smart. All the time.
Mark.
With or without a tie. James Creedon there. As ever with Media Watch. Thank you very much indeed,
Mark.
sir.